and soil extinction. We are delighted to welcome Shri Jagdish Vishwakarma, Honorable Minister of State for Environment, Forest and Climate Change. We also welcome the Chief Secretary, Shri Pankaj Kumar Sir, and the Principal Secretary, Climate Change Department, Shri S.J. Haider Sir, on the dais. Gujarat is the homeland of Mahatma Gandhi, Sardar Patel, and also a land that supports path-breaking ideas. Under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, when he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat, he pioneered to establish Asia's first climate change department at sub-national level. Recently, Niti Aayog has accorded first rank to Gujarat in India's Climate and Energy Index. Soil is the basis of all life forms. As Sadhguru Ji says, we all are soil. We come from soil and we go back to the soil. And today, we proudly announce that Gujarat is the first Indian state to sign a memorandum of understanding with ISHA Outreach to save soil. I request Shri S.J. Haider Sir, Principal Secretary, Climate Change Department, and Shri Vikramjit Roy from ISHA Outreach to exchange the Memorandum of Understanding.
अरे बच्चे नीचे यार मोबाइल फोटोग्राफर
And now, Honorable Chief Minister Sir Bhupendra Patel will felicitate respected Sadhguru Ji with a replica of the most revered Somnath temple alongside convenient action book authored by Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the house is open for interaction with Sadhguru Ji, the man who makes people flower. And now, respected Sadhguru Ji will present a book to our Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Bhupendra Patel, sir.
This is a policy draft and solutions handbook. It's not really the policy. It's not my prerogative to write policy. So this is just a handbook. We expect the climate change minister and the chief minister and their teams look at this and make this into a living policy. This is for India. We have made similar books for 193 nations and we have presented to all the nations and it's been well received. And I'm sure Gujarat will be the most agile state to move forward before anybody else does it and make sure the soil of Gujarat revives itself and future generations in this state and the rest of the country should prosper and live well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, respected Sadhguruji. And now the house is open for interaction with Sadhguruji.
Hello.
Good evening, sir. Sir, we came to know that you travel for thousands of kilometers to just have a mission for save soil. And how you get this much of the energy while we, the common human being, just do something, maybe 3-4 hours ride somewhere in a very luxurious car. Though we just get exhausted, we get tired, so how, sir, we also should be so energetic, maybe to do, like maybe our routine work.
Namaskaram. Last 40 years I've been telling you must do some yoga, but you've been postponing it. It's time you do it, because people have this tendency always well, I must tell you, it's been 72 days, this is the 72nd day that I'm on road. Started in London, went through all the European nations, most of them at least, and then to Central Asia, right up to Azerbaijan, and then back to Middle East, and did almost all the countries there except Yemen. And I've been through rains and snow and desert, and now in India, and I came by boat on the ocean for 3 days. So, is this superhuman? No. This is about realizing being human is super. Unfortunately, most human beings use the word human only when they refer to their weaknesses and problems. Oh, I'm only human. It's time you realize that you're human. This means you're on the peak of evolution. Hello? Is that true? Is that true? You are the peak of evolution on this planet. If that is so, you're on top of the world. But unfortunately, most human beings are not making use of that evolutionary top of the world position that nature has given us. We are still talking about, oh, I'm only human. No, it's time you say I'm human with pride. So, yes, it's not been easy. It's been risky at many places. There are days when I've ridden on a motorcycle for 18 hours a day, straight into the events, most of the time. Till today, I've not calculated the Indian events now. This is the 4th event or 5th event. But before I entered India, in these 70 days or 66 days, I did 467 events. Okay? That means continuously I've been talking. Even on the motorcycle, I've been doing interviews continuously, which is very risky to do through all kinds of weathers and terrain. Because if we don't do this now, I'm telling you, this is not a joke. The soil degeneration is not a joke. If we don't turn this around now, in another 25 years, we will be a generation of serious regret. I don't want to be that generation. I don't want anybody here to be that generation. We don't want to create a world where the next generation has no possibility of good life, because that's what it means when our ability to grow food goes away. This looks like, oh, there are all kinds of dangers, everybody's talking, oh, this is one more thing. This is not one more thing. On an average, 27,000 species of organisms are going extinct per year. 27,000 species. At this rate, somewhere between 25 to 40 years from today, it will start collapsing. We don't know when it will happen, but everybody knows it will happen. Every scientist in the world knows that it will happen. It's just that their voices are not heard. I have been talking about for 30 years. People say this is wonderful and they go to sleep. So I thought I should do something. I am not a chief minister, I am not a prime minister, I am not any minister, I don't hold any office. So what do? The only thing I can do is I can risk my life. And it looks like it brought some awakening in the world. 74 nations are on board today. 2.3 billion people have spoken since I started the journey. We need 4 billion people. Please make it happen, the media.
Namaskaram, Sadhguru. What is the best model to determine the rainfall infiltration in urban cities?
What's that? I'm sorry. What is the best?
What is the best model to determine the rainfall infiltration in urban city?
Oh, you must have a sprinkler at home.
Yes.
This rainfall in urban areas. Oh, you mean to say how to? Oh, okay. Infiltration. I didn't understand that word. I'm sorry. So, in the world, urban lands account for 4.2% of the land on the planet. Agricultural lands amount for 71% of the land. So I understand your concern for urban areas because you live in urban areas. I'm not saying they should not be managed well, they should be managed well. The best way always to get the water down into the earth is vegetation. There must be maximum amount of vegetation. One important thing we can do, I'm also part of this movement called Future Cities, where I'm already present in this module, particularly Karnataka government may go ahead with this. Gujarat can always be ahead of everybody. See, everybody is building up in the urban, let's say Ahmedabad for example. If you go 50 kilometers away, or even 100 kilometers away, probably the land is 10% of the price, am I correct? So, maybe, I don't know the exact prices, but it could be. If you go 50 kilometers and take a 50-acre plot, you can just build 1 acre. 1 acre you build 50 floors or 100 floors because 2 FSI you have anyway. Remaining 49 acres, you plant trees. If you want to do some natural kind of farming, do that so that you have your own fruits and vegetables. If not grains, you can buy outside, but fruits, vegetables and other things that you need. Above all, your children will live well. So build a building where residentials, offices, a school at least up to 5th standard, a little bit of shopping, a theatre, everything. So that you don't have to step out of your premises unless you want to go to a city for something else. You don't have to start your car. You don't have to drive through polluted streets. Why I'm saying this is in every city this is happening. In the morning peak hours and in the evening, both sides of the street are busy. That means people who live here work there. People who live there work here. Where is the sense in this? This is unplanned cities. So I'm talking about promoting an idea of one building city. 10,000 people can live in one building. Children can grow up in good atmospheres. Why I'm saying about children is, see, we will pay a price. In another 15 to 20 years, you will see the mental or psychological ailments in the country, particularly in India, will rise significantly because most children don't know what is a playground. If they step out of their home, they are on the street. We will pay a price for this. It's very important. Then you have grown up playing when you were a child. Huh? Playing in playgrounds, open fields. This is gone for most children. If they step out of their home, they're straight on the street. For this we will pay a price. We will produce a population which will not be mentally resilient, which will not be mentally competent to live life, to face difficulties in life. This is very important that we realize that play is as important or more important than study. More important, I would say. I am who I am because I played through my life. Yes. So, to create an atmosphere where children can grow up healthy, at least till they are 15 years of age. After that, maybe they will have to pursue many things. So if you build one building cities like this, children will grow up well, adults will be healthy, they will eat better, and everybody can volunteer. This driving time, almost in every city, minimum 2 to 2.5 hours you are spending driving to your office and back. These 2.5 hours you can do farming in your own piece of land as a community farming. And if your hands and feet are in touch with the soil on a daily basis, most of your chronic ailments will go away, believe me. This is the treatment we give in our hospital. We make them work and they get healthy.
We thank all the dignitaries on the dais and all the attendees present here as we proceed towards the conclusion of the program. Thank you very much. Jai Jai Garvi Gujarat.
અમારા ગુજરાતમાં આપની બુક વાંચીને એમાંથી શું સારું કરી શકાય કે ભાઈ માટી કેવી રીતે બચાવવી જોઈએ. માટી બચાવવાનો વિચાર ને એમનો મેં હમણાં સાંભળ્યા અંદર મારી સાથે કે ભાઈ માટી અને પશુ એટલે કે બીજા જીવ મનુષ્ય સિવાયના જીવ એ બંનેની જાળવણી જો કરીશું તો જ મનુષ્ય બચી શકાય એવું છે. એટલે ઘણો બધો મારા માટે બી નવું છે. થોડુંક વિચારીશું, થોડુંક વાંચીશું અને એની અંદર લીડ લઈશું. ગુજરાત એટલું કહી શકાય કે લીડ લઈને ગુજરાત એની જેટલું બને એટલું ઝડપથી સારું કરવાની કોશિશ અમે કરીશું. થેન્ક યુ. થેન્ક યુ.
There's a dinner arrangement for all the media personnel present.